stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. We made it to Friday. Let me turn this up just a little bit more. All right. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm waiting on people to get here, Dion. I'm talking to myself. Oh, people are here. All right. People are showing up. Hey, if you're here, let me know by saying hi. If you like what I have to say, give me a thumbs up. Maybe a heart. Everybody needs a little bit of love, right? So, all right. Well, it's Friday, and I made it to 5 years. I have 5 years of sobriety today. Hey. Jill gave me that. I got several presents last night, which I'll be showing off today. Yeah. So I'm very grateful today. I'd like to thank the Academy and everybody that's supported me throughout the years. So I know that people are going to ask me today, Dion, how do you stay sober 5 years? And my reply is, I've been going live for 2.5 years. If you don't know, you ain't been watching. Good morning, Gary. Good to see you. Thanks, man. So let's get on with the daily reflection. And I'd like to point out, guys, that daily reflections is about 15 minutes long. My son was talking to me yesterday. He's like, I want to go watch it, but I just don't know that I have the time. I'm like, they're 15 minutes. He's like, oh, I thought they were like an hour or something. So I'm letting people know that they're 10, 15 minutes long. All right. I'm going to start out at ODAT. Rare are the practicing people to the right day. April 16th. I once heard it said that the mind is the slayer of the real. Looking back at the insanity of those days when I was actively addicted, I know precisely what that phrase means. One of the program's important fringe benefits for me today is the increasing awareness of the world around me, so I can see and enjoy reality. Not only that, but you got to be careful because you start seeing the world for what it actually is. And I'm going to tell you, some days that could be tough. That might be hard on some days. But for the most part, the thing is, like, you hear a lot of people saying this is going on, that's going on, people are doing this. I just don't seem to run into all those people. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, that I don't see it, but not as much. For, I would say 90% of the time, people are willing to help, man. They really are. So, am I acquiring the sense of reality, which is absolutely essential to serenity? Understanding things for what they are is fairly important. May be revived by the sharpened sense of reality, excited to see for the first time since the blur of my worst moments the wonders and opportunities in my world. Emerging from the don't care haze of addiction, I see objects and faces coming into focus again. Colors brightening. May I take delight in this newfound brightness. Today I will remember to focus on my realities. At a point you will hit things with colors will come into view. See, that's the thing about alcohol and drugs, and that's where it's kind of the addiction's different. Is it warps our minds so bad that we actually don't even see colors the same. The world is a little, it looks drab and dreary. It kind of looks like one of those old 50 cartoons without the words yet. You know what I mean? Or it feels kind of dreary. It's kind of gray. And then you sober up and you can start seeing the forest for the trees again. You'll find out that grass is green and not brown. All right. Anger, the dubious luxury. The reason that I put a question mark after that is because I don't agree with it. So now, no, I don't believe that anger is the dubious luxury of anyone. I'm sorry, I don't think anybody gets that deal. Okay. So I don't want to get too much into it because I talked about this the other day. I don't like having the same thing, twice in a week. But if we were to live, we had to be free of anger. The grouch and the brainstorm were not for us. They may be the dubious luxury of normal men, but for alcoholics, these things are poison. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 66. See, the reason that they say that it's the dubious luxury of normal men is because we tend to take, as people in addiction, we tend to take things to the extreme, including our anger and our frustration. So that's why we say it's the dubious luxury of normal men. Okay. It is plain that a life which includes deep resentment leads only to futility and unhappiness. To the precise extent that we permit these, do we squander the hours that we might have been worthwhile. But with the alcoholic whose hope is the maintenance growth of a spiritual experience, this business of resentment is infinitely grave. We found that it is fatal. Yes, anger can kill you. Resentments can kill you. See, when you get angry, you're overworking your heart. And your heart only gets a certain amount of beats, man, and then it's done. Don't use them up on anger. For when harboring such feelings, we shut ourselves off from the sunlight of the Spirit. And we're not walking with God. We're not doing what we're supposed to be doing, no matter what your addiction is. The insanity of alcohol returns when we drink again, and with us is to drink is to die. If we were to live, we had to be free of anger. The grouch and the brainstorm were not for us. They may be the dubious luxury of normal men, but for alcoholics, these things are poison. I'm going to skip a little bit here. We avoid retaliation or argument. We wouldn't treat sick people that way. If we do, we destroy our chance of being helpful. We cannot be helpful to all people, but at least God will show us how to take a kindly and tolerant view of each and every one. Dubious luxury. How often have I remembered those words? It's not just anger that's best left to non-alcoholics. I built a list including justifiable resentment, self-pity, judgmentalism, self-righteousness, false pride, and false humility. I'm always surprised to read the actual quote. So well have the principles of the program been drummed into me that I keep thinking of all these defects are listed too. Thank God I can't afford them, or surely I would indulge them. We tend to think that our anger and that our emotions are the easier, softer way to solving a problem, and that's not how it works. All right, that's what we used to think. We used to drive all of our effort, all of our willpower, and everything that we had into it. We give 110% towards going towards whatever, and it never worked for us. And it turned out that what we had to do is quit fighting. We had to stop fighting. So we're doing the opposite of what we need to be doing. And it works a lot. It works well for a lot of things. Just stop fighting. Watch what happens. Because then you become free of all the stuff that was holding you back. And now you could be a lot more useful to other people. So, all right, guys, that's all I have for today for daily reflection. I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks for being here. Love you guys. Peace out and have a day. Bye.